Mention again and let you know we will have another presentation of our today's special from Shark. It's the Apex Duo Clean with the self-cleaning brush roll. This is your stick vac. That's unlike any other stick vac you've ever used because you're gonna use it on your hard floors, your tiles, your stone. You're gonna use it on your wood floors, and your wood floors are gonna be so clean and polished and pretty. You're gonna use it on your carpets and your area rugs. And then with all of the attachments, you take it up and you use it on your mattresses and on your upholstery and on your staircases. And you get everything that you need. It's the lowest price we found on a bundle that includes everything. The retail value on this is over $332, and you're getting it today for the lowest price that we have been able to find. How many of those? Over 6,000 of those have been ordered today. A lot of you are loving that Arctic blue, which is kind of up elevated there, and also that teal, but we still have it in the claret and the plum and the silver. So you go for what's right for you. If you haven't seen the presentation yet, hang out with me because I will share it with you in just a little bit. So it is the last day of our big deals weekend, which means today is the last day that everything here at HSN is on 5 Flex Pay. So if there's anything, maybe larger ticket items or even smaller that you've been wanting to purchase, take advantage of the 5 Flex and do it today. Now, since we've been talking about home and cleaning around our home, let's talk about cleaning our air. And that's where Neat Living comes in with the HEPA air purifier with the extra filter that comes included. But this is a way, and we know that cleaning our air is vital. We clean our surfaces, we clean our carpets with our today's special. We need to clean the air, and it's a great air purifier for people with pets and allergies because of the multi-step filtration process that goes on inside the unit. We're gonna break it down and show you how it works, but just know you've got a sale price today, you've got free shipping today, you spread it out on 5 credit card payments, and it's $16.80 to get home. You're choosing whether you want black, copper, blue, or white. It's beautiful, streamlined, quiet, easy to use. And Carrie McNally is one of our experts. He's joining us to give us all of the clean air details. Hi, Carrie.
Hey, Tamara. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's an honor to be with you, presenting something that's so important. I mean, when we talk about, you know, the air that we breathe, it's never been more important than it is right now. And this is an awesome air purifier. It comes with so many amazing technology features, and it also comes with an extra filter that's included, right? I mean, you get 2 filters with this. First and foremost, I'm gonna fill this chamber up with a little smoke. It's a great demonstration because smoke is one of the finest particulates in the air. I'm gonna fill this up for about 10 seconds and watch how quickly the Neat Living grabs the smoke, and it's grabbing it since it's cylindrical, unlike any other air purifier I know of. It's pulling the dirty air in from the bottom, 360-degree coverage, and then it comes out like a sprinkler of fresh, clean, odorless air because it also has that activated carbon. Now, this filter is a real HEPA filter. So you notice the cylindrical design. It pulls all that dirty air in from 360 degrees around any room that you have it in, your office, your bedroom, your living area, your kitchen. Then it goes through this massive filter, which is a true HEPA. Take a look at this chart. You cannot say it's a HEPA unless it's a real HEPA. Now, this is 0.3 microns, right? So we're talking about dust, pet dander, and pollen. I went outside yesterday. It looked like it was snowing pollen. It was coming off the trees.
Right.
Everybody's car was covered in pollen.
That's right.
Pollen everywhere. So if you're suffering from, you know, dust, pet dander, pollen, allergens, it's going to clean the air 99.97% down to 0.3 microns. A micron is a human hair, and you're getting an extra filter. The other part is, come on in here and take a look at the interior. That's a carbon filter. So that's gonna capture all those VOCs, those volatile organic compounds. And that means pet odors. If you have a cat, you don't want people to walk in and go, oh, you have a cat. I can tell you have a cat.
Right.
Because it's the litter box, right? Put this near the litter box. If you're like my brilliant and beautiful wife, Kara, who's working the camera today, she has taken all that allergy stuff on a regular basis. We have a 95-pound Labrador Retriever in this house, okay?
Wow.
So she has one of these in the office when she's working here at home in the office. She also has one right by her bedside, right by the nightstand, and it's made a huge difference for her. You get the extra filter. You've seen it. Look how perfectly clean this is, Tamara.
Yes.
And at this value, getting the extra filter complimentary as part of the deal is awesome.
It really is. I mean, when you think about the fact that you now have a very easy to use one unit that I'll say, I love the way that it's designed. I love the cylindrical shape of it because it does have very much a stylized look to it. So when you have it in your home, that kind of gives you an idea of what it's going to look like in your home. But we've got several of them on right now. They're not loud. You know, you don't have to turn the TV up louder or talk louder when they're on. They are just in the air, sort of in the background, constantly working, constantly cleaning the air that you're breathing and that your family and your pets, the 95-pound Labrador, is breathing clean air and carries home because of having a great air purifier like this. And we know the need for it. Maybe if we didn't know it before last year, we certainly know it now. But if you're still on the fence and you haven't picked up an air purifier for yourself or for your family, or you're saying, yeah, there's pollen outside my door too, and I want to make sure the inside of my house, I can take a fresher breath than what's going on outside, I want you to go for it. You call us or you shop on hsn.com. You let us know if you want it in black, copper, blue, or white. Let us know how many you want, especially at the lowest price that we've ever offered on these, and you spread the payment out on FlexPay. And you get free shipping, and you're getting an additional filter. Like, it really is value on top of value. But the best part is that you get it home, you turn it on, you walk away. Is that right?
Yes, there's no assembly required, and it couldn't be easier to replace the filter when that day comes. Here's how simple easy it is. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, right? I'm just gonna grab this right here, I'm gonna turn it to the left. You're gonna hear it click. And then I'm just going to slide this out. Now, this is my wife's office purifier.
Wow.
And she's had this on for a couple of weeks. Now, if you're not using a Neat Living air purifier, guess what? You're breathing all that stuff in. You are. That's just a fact. And with all the pollen everywhere, raining from the sky like it's, snowing outside, the cars are covered with pollen. I used the grill last night. The grill cover was basically yellow.
Yes.
It was pretty much yellow, and it's supposed to be black. But this is the effectiveness that you're gonna appreciate. And to replace the filter and put it back in, same thing. And then I'm just gonna grab the bottom, obviously unplug it and turn it off when you're doing this kind of operation. And then I'm just gonna turn it to the right. It clicks and locks in. The features are phenomenal. You have 3 separate speeds. It also has a nightlight feature on it as well. It creates just a little bit of white noise that helps my wife and myself sleep. And I love the idea that you can go ahead and fill up a chamber like this with smoke live on national television. And I'm going to let this go for a little bit. There's a lot of smoke inside that chamber. I'm going to stop and watch how quickly and easily it dispatches all of that smoke. We use smoke because it's one of the finest particulates, right? But the other reason we use smoke is because it also represents what's happening to odors, because it has that activated carbon filter built into it. So it's getting all those volatile organic compounds, those VOCs, and that represents stuff that's floating around that's sort of still alive, that we want to get rid of. We want to get out of the air. The reality is, which is ironic, that indoor air is more polluted than outdoor air. That's a fact, right? And the reason is because things like your shower curtain, they off gas. Your carpeting, off gases, right? Certain paints that you have throughout your house and plastics, they off gas. This is a great way to ensure that you're breathing the best, cleanest air possible. I love this as a gift for somebody that you love, that maybe is struggling. This is the allergy season. We're heading right into it now. So we're talking about pollen, pet dander, dust, and debris that's in the air. When you open up those curtains and you see all that big stuff floating around, that's the first stage. That's the pre-filter. That's grabbing all those large particles. The second stage is that HEPA filter, true HEPA filter for dust, pollen, and allergens. And then that activated carbon is known to capture volatile organic compounds, including odors from pets, dogs, cats, birds. whatever you got, an iguana, whatever you got, whatever that pet is. And it pulls it in a 360-degree pattern because it's designed as a cylinder, right? Since it's cylindrical, it pulls in at 300 degrees and it releases at 300 degrees. And it's almost like a sprinkler, if you will, right? It's the reverse of a ceiling fan. It's putting out that fresh, pristine, clean air. And it's cleaning the air at 99.97%. And it's doing it constantly. So my wife, Kara, she has one in her office. She has one at her bedside. I encourage you to get more than one. Build to, ship to. Send this to somebody that you care about. They will appreciate it. It looks like a piece of like sort of modern art that belongs in like a museum. That's why we sort of have it in this case. So it's not something that's unsightly. And I love the fact that it's not a box, right? Most, if not all of these purifiers out there pull air in from one direction in the back, and then they push out the fresh air from the front. This is in a 360-degree pattern.
That's right. So it gives you more opportunity to get the air from every angle in your home or in your room, depending on where you're going to put this. And just as we, all sprung ahead this morning, I hope you remember to change your clocks or that you weren't late to church or wherever. Spring is officially coming. It's going to be here in this week, on the 20th. And so when we talk about spring cleaning, we should think about our air as well. We should want our environment to be as clean as possible. And when you think about, when you open up the blinds or open up the curtains every morning and, to see what the day is gonna bring, and you see all of these particles floating in the air, yeah, eventually what's floating in the air is gonna float through your filter, through your lungs and that of your family and your loved ones. Wouldn't it be better to have cleaner air? And you'll notice it. You'll notice it when you pull out your filter, and your filter will start off this clean, and the first time you pull it out after a couple weeks, it's gonna be filthy. But that means all of that filth that's in the filter did not get into your filter, meaning your lungs and what you and your family are breathing. You're going to get an additional filter when you order today. You choose if you want it in black. A lot of you are getting it in copper, and at this point we've got about 500 remaining in copper. We've got it in blue, and we have it in white. And Carrie, we're gonna show the kind of the dashboard, if you will. I would love for you to talk us through each, because sometimes I think some people might get a little bit nervous when they think, oh, am I gonna be able to program it? But you don't have to do anything, right?
No. Yeah, you set it and forget it. You just turn it on, and you take a look at this chart, and you can see this chart. It basically shows the different rooms, and that way you know how often it's cleaning. So so there's the chart right there. So if you look at each one of these rooms, basically those numbers represent how many times in an hour it's going to clean all the air in that room. So this is really powerful when you look at the size of some of these rooms and how often it's going to completely clean the air in there. I remember I went into the office one day and my wife was like, I'm just miserable. I'm like, did you turn the air purifier on? She's like, oh, you're right. I got to turn that on, because the office is also where our Labrador's little kennel is, where she sleeps at night, and all of her bedding is inside that kennel. And it's sort of like, hey, I think we need to move the kennel out, or we just need to keep this on all the time, because as you can see by that chart, it's cleaning the air in that room several times. I'm going to fill this up with smoke once again. I know we're getting limited on time here. And the reason we do this, if you're just tuning in, is because this is one of the smallest particulates, right? It's one of the few things that we can see in the air. And it is also representative of odor, because inside the HEPA filter, which is really robust, you have an activated carbon filter. So if you're like me, and I love salmon, I love cooking salmon. My wife's like, you're cooking salmon again? Well, we turn on the air purifier, not just to clean the air, but also to take care of those odors as well. And just to remember, you're getting an extra filter. That's rare. That's what's so cool about this Sunday. I forgot to set my day clock. I said Saturday earlier.
It's okay.
It's Sunday. And make it a fun day. Make it a day where you invest in the air that you breathe, because the reality is, and you can Google it, it's dirtier outside than it is, actually inside than it is outside.
That's right.
And this way you are cleaning the air that you're breathing.
That's exactly right.
Oftentimes we filter our water. We make sure we have clean food. We're trying to eat and stay as healthy as we possibly can, especially given everything that's going on. What about the air that we're breathing every single day and night while we're sleeping? I say get it home, give it a try, and I'm certain you'll feel and smell the difference, because this is a phenomenal air purification system.
For sure. If you're, as you're watching us, I want you to look over at the end table next to you, or if you can see the coffee table. Is there a layer of dust there? Even if you're like, well, I just dusted a couple days ago, if there's that layer of dust, the dust didn't only settle on that table and on your carpet, it also got into your lungs as well. That's what we're breathing. That's what we're trying to continually clean through. And that's why having a great air purifier like the Neat Living with the HEPA air filter that goes into it, because if it's not a HEPA, if it's not a true HEPA, then it's time for you to step up to a better air purifier, and that's just the truth. If you're gonna have it, you may as well have one that works and works properly and works for you and your family. When it's time for you to get a new filter, you can always come back to hsn.com. Right now, we've got them on 5 Flex. They're $6 to get home. Your Neat Living is gonna tell you when it's time to change it, and when you pull out that filter, Carrie, if you have a second, can you pull out the filter from the copper unit you were just showing from Kara's office?
Yep.
Every time you see a dirty filter, I want you to get excited, because it means all the dirt went into the filter and not into you. Look at that.
Wow. I mean, look at the difference side by side. On your left is brand new. On your right is what you would have been breathing in your nose and in your mouth and your lungs, right? Our lungs are 80+% water for a reason, right? But that's overtaxing them when you're breathing in all this dust, dirt, pet dander, and pollen. It's a time, we're here in Florida, it's coming down from the skies. It's covering cars. It's covering my barbecue grill. This is also how simple and easy it is to replace. You don't have to call anybody. You don't need any tools whatsoever. You just place this right back into the bottom of the unit. You screw it to the right. You'll hear it click, and you're good to go. I want to show you really quickly on the top. Here are your fan speeds. This is night mode. It'll turn on and off as it cleans the air. It has a night light that changes colors. It's really cool. And this is your speeds, and then it will tell you when it's time to change the filter. And remember, you're getting 2 of them today. So it couldn't be easier. You plug it in, and you just enjoy fresher, cleaner air.
Easier too. Carrie, thank you so much. As always, we'll see you again next time. Have a great Sunday. And you can keep shopping for yours. Again, black, copper, blue, white, go for it. We are gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna come back and share our today's special with you from Shark. Stay with us.
I found it in Peru, China, Morocco, an amethyst mine in the middle of nowhere. Every day's a new adventure. We go right to the mines. You can actually show people, okay, this is how it all starts. And every rough material you get is like opening a Christmas present. You're able to sculpt it, make it into something that's really unique, very special, very limited. And I think that that's what people love. They know the history of it.
Well, you're watching HSN. I'm Tamara Hooks. I'm your host. And the rest of this hour, we're going to talk about cleaning our homes easier. Let this spring cleaning be the easiest way you've ever done it from now going forward. And the way you're going to do that is with our today's special. It's from Shark. It's the Apex. It's a great stick vac that does the floors and pretty much everything else. If you're ready, take a look at this. I love that you're seeing the Shark Apex in action in a busy household, which is probably, you're thinking, yeah, I can relate to that. Things spilling all over the floors, whether it's from the kids or the pets, or just everyday living, and you need an easy way, a quick way, a way that you can count on to clean those areas of your home. Shark Apex is going to be that one that you reach for all the time, because you're getting all of the attachments that you need to go up off the floor and get onto the upholstery and the stairs and even higher, because this is a stick vac. You get the power of Shark, but this is the Apex, which means they have answered and taken away all of those obstacles or the things that we didn't like about our old vacuums or other stick vacs. First off, you've got the power of the Shark Apex. You've got a stick vac that's only 10 pounds, so it's easier for you to move around. You have something that, with the attachments that you're getting, and you're getting everything that you need, attachments that you're actually going to use, you can clean your upholstery and your stairs and even under the appliances. You're going to get your 12-inch crevice tool, you get your pet multi-tool, you're gonna get your under appliance wand, which is this one, which would be just about $40, $39.95 if you were gonna buy this separately. And you're going to get your onboard clip storage clip. You get your precision duster. You're getting your Shark Apex. You get a 5-year warranty on all of this. And this is the lowest price that we have found. If you were going to go out into the stores and buy everything separately at the retail price, you'd be paying over $332 for what you're getting today as our today's special. So the Shark Apex itself is almost $100 more than our today's special price, plus another $39.95 for the under appliance wand, plus another $11.95 for the 12-inch crevice tool, another $9.95 for the onboard storage clip. And you get it all today. You've got 5 flex of $36, free shipping. Tracy Rosa is joining us, and she's gonna take us through everything that our Shark can do. And wait, all you're doing before we go to Tracy, there we've got Tracy. Thank you, Tracy.
Hey, girl.
Hey there.
I got you. Hey, listen, this is what put Shark on the map, the rocket, okay? But what we've done is we've made it better, because we've added some really cool features that you love. The Duo Clean, which are 2 brush rolls working together. The self-cleaning brush roll, so every single time that I turn the vacuum on, that brush roll cleans itself. It's a 2-in-1. You got your handheld, and with the click of a button, Tamara, now you've got a stick vac, okay? Stick vac has full power of an upright. So it's gonna be able to get deep down in those carpet fibers. So I'm gonna go ahead and really break down some of this technology for you so you can understand why this is such a great buy and such a great vacuum. All right, let's get down to business. Let's talk about some gross stuff for a second. Yummy. So this is probably a struggle that most of us have if you do not have the self-cleaning brush roll with Shark, okay? We've got a mess of hair on our brush rolls. How in the world are these bristles supposed to get deep down in your carpet fibers if they're covered in hair, you know? When we turn this on, it cleans itself. So it's like taking a fresh brush roll out of the box and using it every single time. Let's show you some proof. Proof is in the pudding. So this is a Shark. We sell this one all day long, but it does not have the self-cleaning brush roll. So we're gonna turn this on, and listen, yes, it's going to pick up the hair. It's a Shark. It's a phenomenal vacuum, okay? But the problem with it is this: what's left behind, right? And I think we all have those stories, Tamara, of how we, try and get rid of the hair on the brush. It's gross, it's nasty. These are the bristles I'm talking about. No way they're gonna be able to get down in there. And you're never gonna clean your vacuum every single time you use it, right? We just don't have time for that. Also, when you have a brush roll like this, it's wear and tear on your motor. Think about it. Your motor is working overdrive to clean because it doesn't have the right tools to do it. So enter the Today Special that has that exclusive self-cleaning brush roll. We have the same amount of hair, okay? The same length, same everything. LED lights illuminate the path. The couple passes, we're able to clean all of that hair up. Now remember, every time I turn this on, every time it rotates, it cleans itself. So the difference is night and day, Tamara. This is what it looks like with our self-cleaning brush roll, and this is what it looks like if you don't have it, okay? So that's just one of the many features that we have in this rocket.
That's right.
So take a look at the technology. Those little yellow flaps right there, Tamara, they prevent the hair from wrapping tightly around the brush roll, okay? So see that little comb in your top left corner? That comb actually grabs the loose hair and puts it into the bin. That's what it looks like underneath, okay? So this is what it looks like underneath. This is your self-cleaning brush roll. And then this one right here is part of our duo clean technology. You can see here that you've got 2 brush rolls working together to give you that clean you expect from Shark. This one, which is like a soft little fabric stuff, this is always going to be engaging in your floors. So we're talking about no more needing to dry dust. The fact that we've eliminated the front plastic panel and have that brush roll touching the ground at all times, now you're able to pick up big particles, small particles, fine particles. There's no more sweeping. There's no more dry dusting. This is a one and done unit for 10 pounds with the power of a Shark. Listen, we're the leaders when it comes to floor care, Tamara, and we're the leaders for a reason. So if you've been hearing all the hype about Shark, this is a phenomenal chance to get in and see what everybody's talking about. Sure. With all the attachments, Tamara, we can clean from the ceiling into the floor and everything in between. You can use it as your handheld mode. Look here, you got a wand release down here. So now I can get up high, I can get down low, I can do whatever. And then look at this. I don't really advertise this, but I love the rocket so much. I play around with it all the time. Now I got myself a little mini vacuum.
I love that.
And that's super cute.
I love it. I love that you show us that too, because that's what we're gonna do when we get it home. We're gonna start using it one way, and then we're going to, like Tracy always reminds us, is to rethink the way you clean. You're gonna say, okay, well, I'm done with the floors, but now I have to do that table, and now I have to do that over there. Let me just keep this Shark Apex going. And that's what you're gonna do. All you do today is choose your color. We've got it for you in claret red, which is it's a deep kind of a brick red, claret. This one is Arctic blue. I dress sort of like it. It's the most popular. It's what a lot of you are calling in for, Arctic blue. We also have teal. We have about 900 remaining in teal. So if that's the one you want, go for it. We've got plum, also a favorite. This is one of my favorites. So if you like plum, we've got that. And lastly, we have it for you in silver. Over 6,100 of these have been ordered today. Almost just about 6,200. But if it's not yours, if you haven't ordered yours yet, what are you waiting for? Let me share with you. If you can, I'm gonna walk on over. If you're saying, wait a minute, the hair is not gonna get tangled in the brush, which means I'm gonna be able to continue to use my Shark Apex over and over without having to fight with it, without having to, try to fix it when hair gets stuck. No worries there. You notice that I just picked this part up, I click it in, pull this back, and I turn it on. 1 click is for hard floors, 2 clicks for carpet. And if you ever forget, it says it right, right next to your hand, so you never need to even think twice. It's easy for you to use, and it's easy if you delegate this chore to the kids, they can do it too. Do you see how fast this picks up? I'm gonna go over one more, and then Tracy's gonna show you more as well, but take a look at this. I've got dust and crumbs and sand on my beautiful wood floor. Guess what? There's my beautiful floor, thanks to the Shark Apex. And you can see all of the dirt. Did you notice how the lights came on? It helps me see the dirt. Notice nothing blue from side to side. That's what I call Shark Apex cleaning. We're going back to Tracy to see more.
I love it, Tamara. Nice work there. So let's take a look at the mess that we have on this floor for an example of how we're changing the way we clean. We've got big particles, we've got small particles, we've got medium-sized particles. When you have a mess like this, what's the first thing you think of? Oh shoot, gotta go get the broom out of the closet, gotta get the dustbin, I gotta figure out a way to sweep all this stuff up, right? Well now, because of the Duo Clean technology, those things are always a nightmare to store too. The Duo Clean technology, you don't have to sweep, okay? It annihilates all of these messes right here because we've gotten rid of that front panel and have that brush roll directly engaging with the floor. So that enables us to plow through mounds of messes. Not just, you know, some sporadic mess here or there. These are hot messes. They are mounds. And as we go over fine cereal like this, it's not crumbling anything. It's not spraying anywhere. We're not creating any bigger messes as we go. The Duo Clean is doing its job by picking up all size particles. This is a perfect example. Look at the big particles, then medium size. Look at that. And then we get down to the very, very fine particulates right there, okay? That's hot cocoa mix. So remember, it's a 2-in-1, but you also have 2 motors. I've got the motor, the suction motor up here, and then down at the base, that motor is actually gonna activate the brush rolls. It's awesome because it's got an extra large dustbin that I can remove. So let's say I'm cleaning in the living room and I don't wanna lug the entire vacuum to dump, you know, I can just take it with me and then just dump it there. No filters, no bags, no, you know, nothing that you have to invest in once you get this home. One button right here, you press that and everything comes out. I don't have to stick my hand in there or clean anything out. If you want to clean the filter, you can just take it out, rinse it under the water and let it air dry. It's no big deal, but you don't have to buy another one, which is a nice deal. So we talked about eliminating sweeping, right? Now I want to eliminate dry dusting. There's no reason that you should have multiple steps of cleaning when you clean your floors. You shouldn't have to sweep. You shouldn't then have to vacuum and then dry dust, right? This thing. Nobody needs to be doing this. Because we have that Duo Clean, we've got it. Now, I do want to show you something. I keep talking about this front panel, and I realize I haven't really shown you what I was talking about. So you're like, what's she talking about? This is that front panel I'm talking about, that plastic panel that most of you have on your vacuums if you don't have Duo Clean. Look what we've done here. We've gotten rid of that front panel. That allows us to pick up those big pieces and not spray anything around. This one is also going to kind of do the buffing. This is an older Shark model. It doesn't have Duo Clean, still a great vacuum, but these aren't made to clean up stuck on dirt because the brush roll really isn't engaging with the hard floor. So what happens? Doesn't matter how many times I push this around, it's not going to clean up that stuck on dirt. But enter your Rocket Apex with the Duo Clean technology, and I want to show you what your hardwood floors should look like every single time you vacuum. Not vacuum, then dry dust, but every time that you vacuum, your floors should look like this. Whether it is that stuck on dust, whether it's the pollen that is everywhere in Florida right now, and I'm sure many other places in the country. Look at how fantastic those floors look. They're literally squeaky clean, all right? So this is after Duo Clean, and this was after the Compare. This is a whole nother step of cleaning, right? Look at that.
Look at that. I mean, and when you see the clean next to what didn't get clean, think about this. To Tracy's point, you don't have to do that 3-step process, you know, sweep and then vacuum and then dry brush, because if you do that once, you're not likely to do that as often as your floors would need it, right? Which means the longer that dust and dirt and crumbs and whatever it is stays on your floor and gets stepped on and ground into the floor, it's really working to ruin the look of your beautiful floors. So if I can quickly and easily pull out my Shark, vacuum it up and be done with it, guess what? Not only is my floor gonna look good, it's going to remain better for a much longer time. And I wanted to show you that here in studio as Tracy was showing us. This is that Duo Clean. This is what makes the Shark Apex so much better, head and shoulders above the other vacuums that maybe you've seen, that you've had to fight with, that you've had to cut the hair out of the brush because it got tangled up in the brush roll. This is the reason why that's not going to happen. It's because of the technology that Shark Apex uses. And I love that they showed it to you. It's not just talked about it, they show it to you. You can clearly see it when you're looking down at your Shark Apex. So if you're somebody who likes to see how it works, you understand why it works, now it's just a matter of which one are you going to get for yourself. I want to come back over real quick before we go back to Tracy and just remind you, you've got a 5-year warranty on these. They're 10 pounds, okay? If you need to make it a little bit lighter, then you just take this part off. and carry this to wherever you want it to be, and then you take the stick wherever you want it to be. So now it makes it even easier for you to transport up and down stairs, in and out of the car if you're gonna take it with you. I'm just warning you, if a family member wants to borrow it, you're never gonna get it back. They're gonna keep it. So make sure you get your Shark Apex and say no borrowing. Remember, if you want it in the Arctic blue or if you want it in the teal, I would make the decision and go ahead and get these now. How many of us? 888 left in teal, and then we say goodbye to teal. We're coming back to Tracy. We wanna see more.
All right, Tamara. So let's talk about the stick vacuum design. All right, it's been around for a long time, but there's some people that don't necessarily love stick vacuums. So I'm going to try and change your mind because I want to debunk some of the rumors about stick vacs. First and foremost, people don't love the fact that it's a little top heavy, you know? And because they would always say it's not good for storage. It's hard to store. Well, Shark has thought of that, and look at this. We've added that one little feature right here, that little hook in the back, so it stands on its own. It's a perfect footprint. It's gonna fit in any closet or any corner, and it's really easy to move now. Now you can take it up and down the stairs, so you can't say I don't want to stick back because of the way it's built. We've changed and fixed that. The other thing is people said, I don't know if it's powerful enough. Yeah. It's a Shark. We've trimmed the fat and we've kept, you know, the meat and potatoes of this. So no matter what type of floor that you have, like high pile or low pile or anything, this is going to be strong for it and it's going to get the job done. The great thing about stick vacs, Tamara, the low profile that you get on it, because all of the big heavy stuff is in your hand. So it really is easy to use and it's great for anybody in any age. Look at how low I'm able to go. Look at the clearance on this. So I don't have to remove this entire table out of the way to clean underneath it. I can clean underneath, you know, some taller couches or recliners or chairs. But look at this mess here. This was cereal, confetti, hair, snacks. This is like a good Friday night, Tamara. You know, and I'm able to pick up all those big particles, plus get really deep down into those carpet fibers. That's how you get those beautiful carpet lines. If you got a wimpy little vacuum with no suction, you don't get carpet lines, you know? And look at, I got beautiful ones right here. So that's the great design feature. Even when I use it into the handheld mode, you got a fun little LED light there. All right, so they've thought of everything. You can put the attachments on the handheld or on the stick version yourself. But rethink the way you clean. You know, if you have a big spill in the kitchen, don't grab a paper towel or, you know, a cloth to try and clean it up. Grab your rocket, okay? Use it into the handheld mode. Crafters, if you're having, you know, a crafting party and you want to quick clean up, this is the way to go. People are working from home, doing projects from home. Kids are doing projects at home. This is great. In the handheld version, it's only about 5 pounds, so no excuses of why they can't clean up their own mess, if you know what I mean. So again, let's look at these attachments. With the attachments that we're including, you can clean anything in your house, okay? So even your upholstery, your mattresses, your curtains, look at this. How easy it is to vacuum this up. And let's be honest, Tamara, this is my chair, my white chair. If I didn't have something that I was 100% confident in, that it was.
Okay, oh, she froze. But I think you could see where she was going with that. I know we'll get back to Tracy in just a moment, but that's right. You could have confidence in what you have in your home or where people are sitting or where the dog decides to come and take your seat, because you know that if anything gets in there, you can just vacuum it up. And I have on one of the attachments that you're getting, and it's even kind of a convertible attachment because I took off the brush part. I didn't need that for my stairs. And now I can use it when I'm vacuuming my stairs. How often do you vacuum your stairs? Or did you think you had to get a completely separate appliance for the sole purpose of vacuuming your stairs? In the past, we did. In the past, we were never able to convert, or a traditional vacuum was never able to convert to vacuum the stairs this easily. Whether you have carpet on your stairs, or maybe you have wood, you know, on your stairs, and you need to vacuum that as well. This attachment allows you to do that. I just want you to really recognize the fact that you're getting everything There's nothing a la carte. There's nothing that was available that we didn't put in the bundle. And you're getting it not for the $332 that it would be if you were gonna buy it at retail. You're getting it at the lowest price, not only that we found, but the lowest price that we can do, and we're only doing it for today. You've got 5 flex, $36 to get it home, free shipping. If you want the Arctic blue or particularly that teal, go ahead and pick it up before this evening, because these are the ones that are the most popular and the ones that are gonna go the quickest. We're going back to Tracy so that you can see more. And remember, we're live on Facebook, so if you have any questions and you haven't seen a demo that you wanna see yet, let us know, and maybe we can answer your questions live here.
Absolutely, I love it, Tamara. So this is one of my favorite attachments that we're including, and I'm like, who thought of this? This is genius, all right? So this is the under appliance wand. So look at this right here. That's where the suction's gonna come out, but you see these little bristles right here? Those are gonna grab all those little dust bunnies that's hiding underneath your refrigerator, your washer and dryer, your oven, your stove, all that stuff. So the way that this one works, again, all the attachments can go on the handheld part or the wand. I'm gonna go ahead, click this into place, release the wand because I wanna get as much length as possible. And then I'm just gonna slide this on like so. Check this out. Dust bunnies are no match for us. Look at that. Woo! All right, we can go all the way back to that back wall underneath the refrigerator and clean all of that. I can go under the stove. I can go under the washer and dryer. I even have a couple couches in the house that are really low to the floor. That way, I don't even know. I mean, it took like 4 people to bring it in, you know? So I can't lift those up all the time. This allows me to clean underneath those. I did it the other day, Tamara. I still had Christmas tree needles underneath that tree in there from, from Christmas time.
Yes.
So here we go. Remember, with that Duo Clean, I can pick up all these different size messes. I've got the noodles, I've got parsley, I think, and we got more cereal here, but I don't have to pull out the broom. I don't have to pre-clean and then vacuum. I don't have to do any of that. Look at how wonderful. Nothing is spraying, nothing is splattering. Oh, and since Galen's down there right now, I want to show you one of my favorite features. Notice this. Look at the way that this is designed. First, it butts right underneath my cabinets, but the way that it swivels, look at how it's able to really do edge-to-edge cleaning in places that we're not able to put a vacuum. That's that wonderful rocket design, okay? The LED lights help kind of bring attention to even the smallest particles on the floor so that I can pick them up, and there you go. Wonderful swivel, lightweight, easy to use. You know, you can use it in any single room that you have in your house, all right? Let's bring it over here to the coffee station where I've got big particles. I've got big, huge coffee beans, all right? Oh, it looks like a little one of those dust bunnies flew away. Look at, nothing is splattering. And I love the fact, you know, my house is 90% tile, Tamara. Notice how I'm able to get in those grouts, into the grout as well.
Right.
None of the little coffee grinds are hiding in the grout. We're able to get it with the suction and that Duo Clean technology. This is easy to use right around, let's say, the pet bowls where the pet food is. It just is really a wonderful, wonderful vacuum with the bells and whistles that you want. The exclusive technology from Shark. And look at that low profile.
Look at that. So you're not moving furniture just to clean. I mean, think about that.
Right.
And as you're watching this and thinking, wait a minute, we just sprung ahead. Spring is on the way. We're gonna be doing our spring cleaning. And this spring, there might be more cleaning than ever before because we spent so much time at home last year. Maybe you didn't get a chance to clean underneath the appliances. Maybe you didn't get a chance to really get the deep down clean because people were always home all the time. And you're saying, I need something that's really gonna help me really get in there and clean for spring. This is the way. I'm gonna show you on the carpets. Remember, 1 click is for hard floors, 2 clicks for carpet. So I go 2 clicks, and there's hair on my floor. Not anymore. Thanks to my Shark Apex. And I feel confident that I'm not gonna have to vacuum this up and then try to pry the hair out of the brush roll, because I know it's not gonna get tangled, because this is designed so that it won't get tangled. Whether it's short hair, long hair, maybe it's the pet's hair, maybe if you have multiple pets and you're saying, I've got hair all over the place, well, you won't have hair stuck in the brush roll. That's one place that you can feel confident that you won't have hair in your home, and that's thanks to your Shark Apex. This is your time to do it while you're shopping. Remember, use any major credit card, spread the payment out. It's gonna be $36 to get home. There's zero shipping. We've already taken care of that. We've already given you the lowest price that we have found. This would be over $332. And if it were, we would want it, but we probably would pass on it. Today is the day. Today is the way that you go ahead and rethink the way that you clean your carpets, your area rugs, your hard floors, your tile, and most of the spaces in between. Tracy, we're coming back. I know you've got more to share with us. I know we've got about 12 more minutes left in the presentation, but I tell you, we could talk about this all day and still find places to clean with our Shark Apex.
Absolutely, especially with the attachments. And this one, I'm trying to remember if I've ever really presented this one as a part of a configuration, and I don't think so. And I just think it's genius, because now you can take this to the car, you can get down in between the seats, you can get into those hard to get areas. But think of the way, you want to clean your electronics. You don't want to put sprays on here. That little nozzle, look at it, it's getting all down in there where the keyboard or the keys are. Super easy, super convenient. And again, think of, just rethink the way that you clean. Instead of having to go and grab, a paper towel or a towel for me to clean these countertops, no, I'll just go ahead and so much faster, so much easier. I'm not wasting money on paper towels or anything like that. Look at, I don't know how my kids can leave food in this, they obviously didn't do, but when they get up half the time, there's food all over the place, So this is a great way. Removable dustbin like that, and then it's just all clicks of a button. And then it comes in three different pieces. You've got the base, you've got the wand, and then you've got the top, and it's easy to store just like so. So let's go into the living room, and I want to talk about how powerful this vacuum is. I think that sometimes people look at it and they say, oh, it's a little smaller. I'm not quite sure if it's strong enough for what I want and what I need. Well, I need you to understand that this is a Shark, okay? It has all the power of an upright, even though in its slim design. So you can see right here, we've gone ahead and emptied this canister. It's a clean canister. And take a look at this carpet. This is what we call the Shark Challenge. So this one doesn't necessarily look too dirty for me, Tamara. I probably would walk by it and be like, oh, it's fine. I can get a couple more days out of it. But let's see what's kind of hiding down in there, all right? And I love this demonstration because I think a lot of times if it doesn't look dirty, we don't clean it. But when we're visiting loved ones or when your kids are having sleepovers or it's movie night, a lot of times we spend that time on the floor, on the carpet. And if it's not clean, it's just gross, right? So at the end of the day, this is to show you the suction power that you're getting with this Shark rocket. Remember, there are two motors. One activates the brush roll and one activates the suction. So on a rug that didn't, to the naked eye, didn't look too dirty. And in all honesty, we buy these rugs for that reason, right? To hide the dust. Look at all. Look at that.
Wow.
That's disgusting. And I told you during the last presentation, we vacuumed up this area rug that's in my living room right now.
Yes.
The whole canister was yellow from the pollen outside.
Yes.
The whole canister. And it was just, it freaked me out because no wonder everybody's sneezing and coughing and all this stuff, because all that stuff is just settling into your carpet.
Right.
Maximum power. Check this out. Places that the dirt loves to hide, those nooks and crannies and crevices. Check that out. Look at how we're able to suction that up before we even get on top of it. That shows you that this has the power of an upright. No more do you need a 20, 25-pound vacuum, a big heavy-duty upright.
Mm-hmm.
because you think the bigger, the better, the heaviest, the more suction I'm gonna get. It's not the case. This has the full power of an upright. That's 10 pounds, Tamara.
That's right. And I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking about, it used to be that if you had a good vacuum was big and it was heavy, and just the thought of vacuuming, like your arm got tired just thinking about it, let alone going around, you know, and kind of taking it up and down stairs and those kinds of things. So I want you to think about what you don't currently like about the vacuum that you're using. Is it because yours is really heavy and cumbersome? This is 10 pounds, and you saw how easy it is to swivel and move and convert. It is what you don't like about your vacuum, the fact that it does get tangled up on that brush roll with hair and strings and whatever gets tangled up in there. Not gonna be the case with this brush roll. Do you not like that your vacuum is strictly only for carpet, and it doesn't do anything for your hard floors, and you have a good amount of hard floors? This one is gonna work for your carpets, high pile and low pile, from your plushiest to your Berber, and even thinner. It's gonna work on your area rugs. It's gonna work on your high traffic areas. It's going to work on your tile, your stone, your linoleum, your hard floors, your wood floors, whatever the case is. Do you not like your vacuum because it's just hard to maneuver around? Or maybe it only does floors and you couldn't possibly have the attachments for your vacuum that this one has. And you're thinking, wait a minute, I can get under the appliances, and I can get into the upholstery, and I even love that some of them are convertible. I can take the brush part off of this and get onto my stairs. I could put the brush back on and maybe brush into some, you know, some upholstery or something that really needs to, that I need to kind of ground in. You've got that crevice tool, so if you do need to get into small areas, or even smaller areas. And remember, you can even convert this one to, let's see if, oh, yes, and have a brush right there. You're getting all of these attachments that normally you would pay more for. But these are the attachments that you're going to use. There's nothing here that you're saying, I don't know when and where I would use that. You're probably looking at this and saying, I could use that today. If that's the case, I want you to call us or shop on hsn.com. Today's special is right there on your homepage. Choose your color: claret, Arctic blue, teal will be the first one to go, fewer than 800 left in teal, plum or silver, and let us know where you want us to send it, and we'll send it to you. And that's it. You get the lowest price that we found. You get it on FlexPay for $36. You get it for free shipping and handling, and you get to do everything that Tracy's showing you and then some. As a matter of fact, we're gonna show you more. And I love that we're showing you like some of the biggest messes, real world messes, Tracy, that in our studio we make a nice neat mess, but in reality the mess could be all over the place, but the Shark Apex can handle it.
Absolutely. There's no mess too big, no mess too small, no house too big, no house too small for this vacuum. It's going to get the job done. So in the last few minutes of the presentation, I just want to kind of break down the technology that separates this from other rockets. And hey, you probably said, hey, Tracy, I've seen you with the rockets before. Why is this one such a big deal? You've never seen this one. You've never seen it with Duo Clean and a self-cleaning brush roll. It's the first time I've been able to present this to you. So we've put, you know, everything in the kitchen sink in this vacuum for you, because we don't want you to choose. We don't want you to have to say, oh, I really love the rocket, but I want Duo Clean, or I want a self-cleaning brush roll. We don't want that. We put it all right here. So let's talk about the self-cleaning brush roll, because I think everyone can relate to that story, right? So this is a Shark vacuum. We sell it all day long. It's a great vacuum, and it's gonna get the job done. It's gonna pick up the hair just fine, okay? But the problem is what is underneath. And I think that if most of us were honest with ourselves and we have a vacuum that doesn't have, you know, the self-cleaning brush roll, this is what our brush roll looks like. And I doubt that you clean out this hair every single time that you vacuum around your house. We don't have the time or the energy for that kind of stuff. So what happens is it just sits there and it stays there. And then you go get it the next time and it's covered in hair and it can't do its job. Those bristles can't get into the carpet fibers. That motor's working overtime because it doesn't have the right equipment. So enter this one. Take it out of the box, take it out of the closet, I turn it on, and every time I turn it on, Tamara, it cleans itself. It absolutely cleans itself. I mean, that's amazing. If only, you know, I could get somebody else to clean all the time.
I know.
But there you go, right? Look at this, 0 hair. That was the same mess, Tamara. Same amount of hair, same length, same everything. We wanted to compare it 100%, and look at that. Look at the difference.
Yes.
It's night and day.
It is. I like that you said it cleans itself. I wish the clothes would clean themselves. I wish my dishes would clean themselves.
Dishes clean themselves.
I wish my car could clean itself. But you know what? My vacuum can. And that's what I love about it. And as we're showing you the brush roll in particular, because if you had a vacuum that you spent a lot of money on and you really liked it, and after a while it stopped performing for you. It still works, but it stopped performing. You had to keep going over and over, and you realize things were getting caught in the brush roll underneath your vacuum. When you flip your vacuum over right now, if you can, if it's not too heavy, and yours looks like this, it's time for you to get a new vacuum. Over last year, I know I started to make some decisions around my house. I'm like, if it's not working, I'm not gonna fight with it. I'm gonna get rid of it and find something that works. And maybe you're the same way. You're like, I'm tired of kind of muddling through with what I have just because I already have it. If there's a better way, if there's a cleaner way, if there's a more reliable way, if there's a way that I can have an appliance, a vacuum, that can not only do my floors, I'm gonna stand up and head on over here, that can do my hard floors, my carpet, my stairs, whatever the case is, I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna do it, and that's what your Shark does. Quickly, I'm gonna jump on this floor real quick just to show you. You pick this up and you hear that click. And then I've already plugged mine in. You put it where you want it to be. 1 click for hard floors, 2 clicks for carpet. I've got 1 click and I've got a big pile of something that really could blow around, but you notice that it's not blowing anywhere. My Shark ate it up. I've got a hungry Shark right here. You've got cereal right there. I pull that up, and guess what? Now I'm done in the kitchen. I head over to, maybe it's the den. I'm gonna go straight down this middle. That's why I pulled it over to the middle, so that you could see nothing's blowing. And this is the reason, let me get that up. This is the reason I love the Shark. Just like that. Tracy, this makes you look forward to spring cleaning when you have a tool like this.
Yeah, because we're eliminating the pre-clean and the post-clean with this vacuum. So all these messes right here, you would normally have to sweep up and then vacuum. And then when you have stuck on dirt and pollen and all that stuff, you would have to dry dust. Look at this, never sweep again. Never dry dust again. And what if I said every single time that you vacuumed your hardwood floors, this is the reveal that you get with just 1 pass? Look at, I can basically put my makeup on with this because the reflection is so good. Look at, no spray, no splatter. Look at the precision in that. You deserve to have your hardwood floors look like this every single time that you go to vacuum.
That's right.
And you really deserve to have this. Remember, self-cleaning brush roll, duo clean, lightweight.
Yes.
And this is an exclusive configuration. You can only find it here today at HSN.
Tracy, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with us.
It's great to see you, Tamara.
For sure, it's good to see you. And we'll see you back at 6 o'clock, okay?
See you then.
For sure. One other thing I wanted to just remind you of, you've got a 5-year warranty here. So you can shop with confidence. Call us or shop on hsn.com and go ahead and pick up your today's special. Now, earlier in this hour, we were still cleaning our home, but we were cleaning the air with the Neat Living air purifier, that HEPA air purifier. You get an extra filter when you order that one today. That comes in the bundle. But what's great is that it's a cylindrical shape. So you're pulling in air from all 360 degrees in your room. You turn it on, it's quiet. I know someone was asking about that on Facebook. It's quiet, you don't hear it. You've got 3 speed levels on the fan, so you can make it low, medium, and high, but even the high is not loud. It's easy to clean that filter, and even there's a light that tells you when you need to clean the filter, or change the filter, I should say. Remember, you're getting an additional filter today, and if you ever need more, you can always come back to hsn.com, but take advantage of that sale price. The 5 flex pay ends today. The 5 flex on everything ends today. You even have free shipping on that. So I thank you for being with me these last couple of hours as we were cleaning in and around the home. And we've got so much more. Helen is coming up next. She's got Mine Fine, so beautiful jewelry. And I will see you back here again tomorrow, and we can go shopping then.
It's time to prepare your home indoors and out. So whether you're doing some early spring cleaning, trying out new recipes, or staying entertained at home, find just what you need during our Spring Home and Cleaning event on HSN and hsn.com. From cooking essentials and festive foods to kitchen gadgets and more, we have everything you need to add fun and flavor to your spring kitchen, plus free shipping on all food. Don't miss your spring kitchen starting tomorrow at hsn.com and March 19th on HSN. We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search Gemstone Care to see our gemstone